The movie starts with Ariel, an ambitious young woman working for a struggling media house. Passionate about becoming a renowned writer, she's growing frustrated. There hasn't been any major newsworthy story in weeks. The magazine's readership is declining, and pressure mounts. Then suddenly, a breakthrough. Alfred Moretti, a reclusive pop icon from the 1990s, announces a surprise comeback with a new album. The announcement sends shockwaves through the media. Even more astonishingly, Moretti invites only 6 people to a private compound to hear the album before its release. Ariel is one of the chosen few, along with her boss, a famous talk show host, a popular influencer, a notorious paparazzo, and a legendary radio jockey, RJ. Upon arriving at the secluded, luxurious estate, the guests are welcomed warmly, but their phones, laptops, and all electronic devices are confiscated, under the pretext that the compound is a device-free zone. They're assured that everything will be returned at departure. Yet, Ariel is immediately unsettled. The evening begins with a lavish party. But soon, the guests discover a chilling truth. Moretti is the leader of a cult known as the Levelists. Everyone else at the compound, excluding the 6 guests, is a devout member. They wear identical uniforms and behave with eerie synchronicity. Ariel grows suspicious, sensing a deeper darkness beneath the surface. While the compound offers luxurious amenities, including massages and gourmet food, something sinister lurks beneath. During one such massage, the RJ is gruesomely killed using a machine. The act happens off-screen, but Ariel learns of it, confirming her worst fears. The cult is deadly. By morning, bodyguards begin shadowing the 5 remaining guests. Ariel, increasingly disturbed, spots Moretti having his portrait painted during a jog. She confronts him about the cult's beliefs. Moretti cryptically responds, "What do you call a group that believes in nothing?" He brings Ariel to a camp where a man obsessively opens oyster shells, injuring himself. Moretti explains that this is a ritual. Finding one pearl among 100 worthless shells teaches that not everything in the world is equal. Ariel is confused, disturbed, but leaves without pressing further. The next day, Levelists enter Ariel's room to groom her. Things get uncomfortably invasive when they ask about personal hygiene. Ariel is furious, but they calmly explain, "It's part of our code. Clean body, clean soul." That evening, the next private party is held. Only the 5 outsiders are in attendance. Moretti performs, dancing like a child, and the audience pretends to enjoy it. Suddenly, the influencer starts coughing uncontrollably and collapses. Instead of helping her, Moretti leads the rest outside for fresh air. During the walk, Moretti opens up about his ideology. The cult worships creators. Anyone who invents something new is considered divine. From the creator of the horseshoe to artists like himself, they're all gods to the Levelists. Ariel pulls her boss aside and shares her plan, writing an expose on the cult to revive their magazine. Her boss dismisses the idea. Suddenly, an arrow strikes Ariel's boss. A young Levelist child apologizes, claiming it was a mistake while practicing archery. The boy's cold demeanor leaves Ariel disturbed. Though the boss survives, she's badly injured. Later, Ariel voices her concerns to the others about the surveillance, the confiscated devices, and RJ's disappearance. But the others dismiss her as paranoid. Frustrated and isolated, Ariel resolves to leave. At dawn, she sneaks out of her room, evades the guards, and stumbles across a hidden building that resembles a ritual bar. Inside, she finds severed animal heads and disturbing ornaments. Even worse, she finds a basket of all their stolen phones and laptops, and the dead body of RJ, hidden in a dark corner. Terrified, Ariel runs back to her room, grabs her belongings, and confronts Moretti. She demands to leave immediately. When she asks where the RJ is, his assistant replies calmly, "He's getting ready for dinner." About the influencer, they say she's recovering in her room and will attend the evening puppet show. Ariel insists on leaving. Moretti says all vehicles are away for 40 minutes. He pleads with her to at least stay for the children's puppet show. A little girl begs her to, and reluctantly, Ariel agrees. That evening, the puppet show begins, except it's far from ordinary. Instead of puppet dolls, 6 puppet rats are used, clearly representing the 6 guests. Ariel feels uneasy but stays still. Suddenly, her beanbag begins to shake, and from inside bursts Emily, the influencer. Her body is horrifyingly swollen. Her tongue and eyes bulge unnaturally, and Ariel screams. When she demands an explanation, Moretti casually replies that she drank a chemical that caused her body to retain water unnaturally. He presses on her swollen eye. It bursts in a gruesome spray across his face. Now fully convinced of the danger, the other guests try to flee, but it's too late. The levelists close in. 2 are stabbed and killed in front of Ariel. She escapes by throwing a levelist off balance, diving through a window, running for her life. Ariel hides in a museum filled with cult memorabilia, including RJ's severed head and a vial of the chemical used on Emily. She realizes the levelists plan to celebrate after sacrificing all 6 guests. But before she can escape again, a guard finds her, knocks her unconscious, and drags her away. When Ariel wakes, she's tied to a chair beside her last surviving companion. The levelists stand in a circle, champagne glasses in hand. The champagne is poisoned, meant for ritual consumption. One levelist girl, however, takes pity on Ariel. She pretends to force-feed her the drink, but secretly loosens her ropes. In the chaos, Ariel kicks over a burning pot, starting a fire. Flames spread rapidly. Moretti catches fire, screaming in agony. Amid the confusion, Ariel escapes, finds a motorbike, and speeds away. The next morning, she returns with the police. They find Moretti calmly playing the piano, surrounded by the dead bodies of the 5 guests. The rest of the levelists have vanished. Moretti is arrested for mass murder. 2 years later, Ariel has become a famous author. Her novel, based on her experiences at the compound, has become a bestseller with millions of copies sold. In a radio interview, she discusses her fame and the story that made her. Then one day, Moretti's lawyer contacts her for a meeting. She visits Moretti in prison. Ariel immediately asks, "Why did you kill those people?" Moretti responds, "They criticized artists. In our cult, creators are gods." She presses on, "Where did the others go?" He smiles and replies, "They walk among the world now, spreading our message. The levelists are growing everywhere." Then he reveals her novel, the very book Ariel wrote, and thanks her for spreading their ideology. Ariel realizes the horrible truth. Everything was part of Moretti's plan. From the invitations, the deaths, even her escape. It was orchestrated so she would write the book and advertise the cult to the world. Ariel, stunned and shattered, asks, "Why me?" Moretti responds, "Because you had a pure heart. You wanted truth, not money. And now, thanks to you, our cult is everywhere." As Ariel stares at him in horror, the screen fades to black.